What kind of landscape does your nervous system need today? A place to rest, release, or begin again? Today we are starting our Saturday landscape ritual. Every Saturday, we will paint two small watercolor landscapes together, not to create something perfect, but to give our mind a place to breathe. For the first landscape, I am beginning with soft washes of green, yellow, pink. Let the colors flow into each other. This is your warm up page. No pressure, no details, just atmosphere. Ask yourself, what color feel like safety today? What color feel like hope? Give yourself that time. To begin with, let's gently place our horizon line. Pause for a moment and decide, where do you want your horizon to sit? Right in the middle, slightly above, or slightly below? As your art teacher today, I want to guide you with a simple technique. If you want to show more land, more grounding, more stability, place your horizon slightly above the center. And if you feel like you need more space, more openness, more room to breathe, then bring the horizon below the center, giving more room to the sky. Try to avoid placing it exactly in the middle. When it sits right in the center, the painting can feel a little static, a little stuck. Instead, we follow something called rule of third, where we divide our page into three parts and place the horizon along one of those lines. It naturally makes your landscape feel more balanced, more alive. And today, don't overthink it. Just ask yourself, do I need more grounding or more space? Let the answer guide where your horizon goes. Once your horizon line is ready, start adding soft green for the ground. Move your brush gently from right to left. In the horizontal direction, these side to side brush strokes help create depth and make the land feel wider and more peaceful. While I'm painting this, I am imagining that I am somewhere far away, maybe in Japan, during cherry blossom season, or Scotland surrounded by soft green hills and blooming trees. And maybe I can't travel right now, but through my art journal, I can go anywhere I want. So let this be your imaginary travel time. For the month of May, every Saturday, we'll paint two gentle landscapes together. You can paint with me weekly and build your own little landscape journal. I would love to know what should my next two landscapes should be. Today's video is not a deep art therapy exercise. It's more of a gentle paint with me session. I'll still share some simple watercolor techniques as we paint together. Here I'm using wet on wet technique. I am leaving small empty spaces if you notice, and these little untouched area naturally become highlights. Start with light colors first and slowly dab in more pigments little by little. Try to keep your brush soft and not overloaded with paint. When there is too much pigments, it can quickly become one solid patch of the color. And if that happens, don't panic. Breathe. Just after that, add clean water and gently blend it out. Watercolor blending works best on 300 GSM cold press watercolor paper, especially paper with a little texture. It gives the water and pigment space to move beautifully, especially for beginners. This sketchbook has become one of my favorites so far, but unfortunately it's out of stock now in Bahrain, so I am waiting for it to come back so I can get another one. Now I'm thinking, what should I add next? Maybe this is a good moment to just slow down and talk to you while I paint. You know, a lot of what you see here looks calm and effortless, But behind the scene, there's actually a lot happening. I've been planning some new workshops, especially texture based one. And honestly, there are so many trials, error, messy experiments. But wait, I'll continue this with you. Let me show you what exactly I'm doing on the next page. So on the next page, I don't like to leave my pages empty in the book. So I have started with a warm color scheme for the sky. My horizon is now placed below the center line because I want to give more space to the sky, more openness. And if you notice, it starts with a wet and wet technique with lots of water and then little dabs of color, just moving to create the illusion of the clouds more colorful and whimsical, the yellows and pink, and adding lots of water. Let the color blend naturally. Don't rush at this point. Sometimes when I paint skies like this, it feels like I'm creating space, not just on a paper, but in my mind as well. And I love to know from you, if you could escape into a landscape right now, where would it be? A flower field, mountains, ocean, cherry blossom. Tell me in the comment, I might choose your idea for our next dual landscapes. And if you're painting along with me, don't keep it to yourself. You can share your work in Skool community or Facebook community where we can share the comments and encourage you and can get inspired by your work too. Now here you can see I added 1 point perspective technique in this landscape. This you can do it by just visualizing where your path is ending or the vanishing point is starting. And from there you can just create a C curve, 2C curve, because this way I can create a road, a lake, or just a pathway. That I'll decide later. But here I'm just taking some tissue and lifting some extra pigments to gently add more soft, dreamy sky kind of effect. Okay, so while I'll add more layers for this sky, let me tell you what to expect from my channel in the month of May. I am planning to make every Saturday our landscape ritual where we will paint together and you will learn simple watercolor techniques and build your creative routine with me. So if you love landscape, watercolor, and peaceful painting time, Saturdays are for you. On Wellness Wednesday, we will go deeper into art therapy inspired by high cat approach. Gentle, reflective, science-backed, creative prompts to help you slow down, process emotions, and create without judgment. Mondays will be mixed media Mondays because I am not doing any junk journaling. So I might add 2 pages of junk journaling and 2 pages of mixed media techniques and all. And if you want to begin your own expressive art therapy journey in a more guided way, you can join Skool VIP membership. It's a paid one, just $19 per month, or you can avail the discount for yearly subscription, where you will get access to all classrooms, including the expressive art therapy 4 sessions every month. The same classroom is also available for my YouTube Technique Studio members. So choose the space that feels easiest for you. I felt like adding a little lake in the second landscape, just a quiet space where everything can reflect and slow down. And it's time to bring in the tree. I am starting with the tree in the foreground. Whenever you want something to feel closer to you, make it bigger. Objects in the front are always bigger, larger, more detailed, and more present. I'm using a combination of brown and black to just create more depth. So I'll begin with the trunk, and here you can turn this into a small reflective moment if you like. Notice your tree. Is your tree strong and thick or soft and delicate. Your branches reaching out wide or staying close and contained. There is no wrong or right here. Just let your tree reflect something from within you. Now for the cherry blossom. For the first layer, I am using a very diluted pink, and I'm gently dabbing the color onto the branches. Keep it light, keep it airy, don't try to fill everything. Let some spaces breathe. Once the layer dries, you can come back with a slightly rough or that dry brush, the old brush, and add another layer on top. While I was painting the first tree, I suddenly felt from inside, maybe this landscape needs one more tree in the distance. So I'm adding a smaller tree in the background. And there's a simple art tip. When something is far from you, it appears smaller and softer. When something is close to you, it appears bigger and more detailed, as I mentioned. But the second tree is completely optional. Before you add it, pause and ask yourself, does my landscape need another presence? Do I need this tree to feel alone or connected? Do I need space around, or do I want a companion nearby? In the real expressive art therapy sessions, I might gently ask you, what does the second tree represent for you? Is it support, memory, hope, or someone you are reaching toward? That's what I will do in my therapy session as a certified practitioner, and this is how we give those little treats in between the sessions. So the sessions are more non-verbal kind of a sessions, but there might be these little questions for you to think and reflect. You don't need to answer out loud, just notice what comes up. And if your page feels complete with one tree, stay with one tree. Trust your own composition and trust your inner feeling. For the second landscape, I won't add too many details. I just want to keep it soft, simple, and peaceful. Before that, I'm adding a little white acrylic paint for my cherry blossom just to add a little highlight and a little small tiny flowers all around. For the depth, you can add some dark green color, give some grass effect with the dark green. You can also use color pencil if you are afraid of adding the final details. You can leave it as it is or add as much as you can. Even you can add some glitter in the end. I am using the same dry brush and adding small upward flicks to create the grass effect for my second page. Move your brush in a vertical direction very lightly so it feels like soft grass growing from the ground. Before you start, you can also ask yourself, what am I looking for this place? Do I want a lush green grass, or do I really want a quiet lake? Or maybe instead of a lake, I want to add a path, a way forward. Let your page answer you. Once you are done, take a picture of your artwork, add one small reflection, and share it with me. I would truly love to see what you create. Today is day 1 of our Saturday landscape ritual. Complete these 2 pages whenever you can before next week. Save this video, share it with your friend who need a peaceful, creative moment. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next week for our next landscape ritual. Till next time, take care of yourself and keep creating.